Right, back again, ignore the spot, please. I know it's there, but I have to film a video. If I could get rid of it, I would. Believe me, I would. But it's there, so deal with it. Today, I am going to do something which nobody's asked for. I don't think anybody knows I know, because I've never really touched it. I've touched it in one video. Basically, I'm going to do how to start your own clothing brand in 5 steps. Now, I'm not going to touch marketing. I'm not really going to touch product development. I'm just going to touch the basics of how to start your clothing brands and the things you need to know in order to get started. It will probably take you roughly, if you're at it full on, take you about a week to get everything done, set up, and you can start selling. Let's just get going into it. The first thing you want to be doing when you're setting up your clothing brand is picking a name. Now, this can be anything you want. I recommend sticking to something that's very easy, very catchy, something that people will remember easily. But the one downside with that is now we live in an era where social media has been around for a long time now, in theory, and a lot of usernames that you're going to want have been taken. So I would recommend picking something or getting a list of things that you would like and running through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter for them accounts, seeing if you can get them or anything with like clothing on the end to do with that name. I would also recommend thoroughly checking for any trademarks or already existing clothing brands with the same name, because it does happen where you think you've got a brilliant name, do your branding, do your website, do your products, blah blah blah, take it to market, and you actually find out it's a brand already existing with the same name. So be thorough in checking that there's not already a brand set up with that name. My second tip is to brainstorm what you want aesthetically from the brand. Now, do you want to take it in a sportswear direction? Do you want to take it in a streetwear direction? Do you want to take it like tailored suits, etc, etc? So make sure you know exactly what you want from your brand before you enter the marketplace, and before you do any of the designing side of things. You need to know exactly what it is you want from your brand. Now, I recommend writing all this down. Pinterest is a good place to go, because you can find all manner of images on there, and you can put a big board together with all the different things that you like and want to pull together in one full brand. I would also say at this point is when you should be contacting graphic designers, or if you're a graphic designer yourself or artist, that you can make your own logo, because then you will know really what you kind of want from it, whether you want it to be dead simplistic, whether you want it to be illustration based, etc, etc. If you do want a logo doing, shameless self-promotion here, I'm a graphic designer by day, so I'll leave my email in the description below. Let me know if you want me to develop your logo, and we'll talk through there. The third thing I think you should do, now you've got what you want from your brand, you've got your logo, you've got your name, is to decide whether you want to go full cut and sew, which is rather expensive. The minimum order quantities are a lot higher because you're obviously making everything from scratch, or whether you want to test the waters and start printing on blanks. Now, I'll leave some links down below for websites where you can go and find blanks. Is there whole wide range of different brands offering absolutely everything you can think of for your new coming brand. So you've got t-shirts which fit boxy, long line, oversized, regular fit, muscle fit. You got the same for hoodies. You can get caps, every single cap you can think of. You can get suede brims, 5 panels, woolen full truckers. It is crazy what you can get your hands on. That's what I recommend you do if you're just starting out, if you've not got a huge budget. I recommend putting your faith in more of a blanks than putting your faith into a supplier which you will find overseas. But for me, if you've not got a huge budget, definitely stick to the blanks for the start. You can test the waters with your brand. You don't have to throw in tens of thousands of pounds into doing big massive collections which are all cut and sew, and you can actually test these products for a lot cheaper. So I know I've spoke with suppliers in the past who wanted $80 for one set of leggings, whereas you can get a set of leggings for about £6 if they're a blank. Obviously, quality wise and fit, you're really limited in the fact that you can't really do anything about it, but I definitely think that is a good place to start. Like I said, there will be links below to all the places that you can get blanks from. I'll also leave a link to a marketplace which is based all around the world, which suppliers go on and will put their products on, and you can talk directly to them. There is a slight language barrier with some of the contacts, but that's to be expected in this industry. So step 4 is now choose your designs for what you want to do, so whether it be hoodies, t-shirts, etc. If you want to do a full design on the t-shirt, a full print, then this is the time to do it. If you just want to print your logo, again, it's worthwhile looking at where you want to place it, how big it needs to be, colours, etc. You can find some nice templates and nice mock-ups on Google for free. I'll cover now what different ways you can use to print on your t-shirts or hoodies or etc. So you have four main ways of doing it. You can use either a screen print, you can use vinyl, you can use sublimation printing, or you can use embroidery. I'll leave a passage in the description below with information about what each one of them is so you get more of an understanding about it. I think the fifth thing that you need to be doing now, and that's like the final one, you've got your logo, you've got what you want from your brand, you've got your blanks or your overseas manufacturing, you've got all your designs made up. Now the final thing you need to do is create your storefront. Now there's a number of different ways you can do this. You can approach an agency or a freelancer and they can build a full e-commerce website for you. That will cost you a lot of money. It just will. That's the way it is. So if you want something full custom, be prepared to pay. And I wouldn't really advise it in this day and age because a lot of developers will say that they're good at what they do and they're not. And you'll spend a lot of money building a website that doesn't actually perform as well as some of the ones that you can just use off your own back for a few pounds a month. So my top 3 to go to are Big Cartel. It's the easiest one to use, it's also the cheapest, and it's probably been around for a long time now. I used to start. I can't really find anything wrong with it. Everything works, integrated very well. It is probably the go-to. Second is Shopify. Now that's a little bit more expensive, but it's much more advanced. And if you're looking at progressing your brand even further, that is definitely the one you need to be doing. The third one is a website called My Shopwired. Now, I discovered these as an alternative to Shopify because they were UK based and you can deal with their customer services a lot better because obviously they're in the UK, whereas Shopify is in America. So it's one of them 3. Like I said, Big Cartel if you're beginning and you don't have a big budget. Shopify if you want the more advanced, and My Shopwired kind of mixes the best of both of them together, and it's in the UK and it's really quite cheap. So yeah, I think that is it. I think that is the top 5 things that you need to be doing if you want to start your own clothing brand. Obviously from there on out you're going to go into photo shoots, you're going to go into setting up your social medias, which I believe a lot of people will know what they're going to do with that. It's pretty straightforward. Product shots, again, self-explanatory there for your website. And yet then you've got your whole marketing side of things. Now I don't know any of that stuff. That's just not my forte. So if you know that and you want to help, we'll use the comments as a bit of a forum. And if anybody's got any questions that they need to ask, drop them in there. I'll get back to you if I can. I'll try my hardest to get back to everybody. And if anybody's reading the comments and they can offer anything into it, then please do. I want to make a nice little community below the video, and everyone can come back to this and find out anything that they need to know. That is it. Good luck with your clothing brands. Like I said, if you need anything, leave it in the comment section below. If you like the video and you think it's working for you, definitely share this on your Facebook or with your friends and you know they want to start clothing brands. It'd be a good thing to do. And yeah, like I said, I will leave my email in the description below. If you want me to do any graphics work for you, then I will. You can just send me an email and we'll discuss it from there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on Sunday.